Hello everyone, it is Thursday, January 3rd, in the year of our Lord 2013. How are all you doing out there? I am doing awesome as always, wicked awesome. And I was thinking, yesterday, did I say year of our Lord 2012? I think I did on yesterday's show. I don't know if anybody caught that or not. Oh, yes it is. Let's get the unofficial sponsors of the show. We got theRavel.com, that's THERAVEL.com. A great website from my good friend Johnny Montgomery, along with his better half Emma, because behind every good man is an even better woe man. That's right. And she's a total sweetheart. He's totally awesome. And I know them down here in Texas where men and men the bulls run scared. And that site, theRavel.com, you got to check it out. And because great stories to get published, you just unravel them and check them out. Good stuff. Kristen Lynn Photography. Total sweetheart of a lady, originally from Oklahoma, otherwise known as Northern Texas, living in Missouri. Not Missouri, Missouri. Otherwise known as Missouri, the show me state. But anyway, phenomenal photographer, KRISTENLYN Photography. Check her out on Facebook. Phenomenal lady, phenomenal with the camera. So, and an unofficial sponsor of this here show. Now, let's get to the beer of the day, shall we? This stuff's really good. Brooklyn Brewery, folks, out of Utica, New York. Brooklyn Winter Ale. And this stuff's 6.1%, so it's a little tougher than average. And, yeah. It's brewed with, heirloom Maris Otter malts to create a beer with roots in blustery Scotland. Brooklyn Winter Ales is richly malty, aromatic, full-bodied, and perfect with stews, roasts, and holiday dishes. Good stuff right here, folks. Proper beer opening apparatus, proper beer opening technique, and a pretty decent pop from my man Justin Dimmitt, the executive producer of the show and the creator of the Beer Song of the Day Facebook page, where we got a new contest up that y'all got to check out. 45-degree angle right into the proper beer consumption apparatus. Perfect pour each and every time. Cheers and beers to all of you. Prost, as they say in Germany. Kampai, as they say in Japan. Down the hatch we go. That's the first time I've had this here beer on this here show. Oh, yes it is. Good stuff. I like it a lot. It's got some good spices to it, you know. Not as good as the Harpoon Winter Warmer, but it's pretty damn good. You can definitely taste the spices in it, as a good winter brew should be. Let's get to the birthday shout-outs, shall we? From Bennington Haven, Massachusetts, a lovely lady, a great mommy, a great friend, and I've known her for over 20 years, ever since she was a little kid, really. The lovely Shauna Fullen. Happy birthday to you. Hope you're doing well. Hope life's treating you great. Don't hear from you too much on the old Facebook, here and there, but haven't chatted with you in a while. Love to hear from you. So I'm sure you got the birthday shout out by now. And I hope you have a wicked awesome day. Celebrate well and enjoy. I've been doing this show since January 17th last year. That's right, 2012. Almost 1 year anniversary where we got a contest going up. I just haven't posted it yet. I need you, all of you out there. I want a picture of you celebrating our 1 year anniversary of this here show. Take it with yourself drinking an adult beverage, aka beer, and watching my show. You get all that in the picture. Odds are you very well could win the honorary shout out. Contest, the voting, the submissions will close at midnight, January 16th, California time, Pacific Standard Time. I like to change up the time zone, so just because I can. I've got all 28 time zones memorized, so there. But Shauna, you know I'm a numbers freak, and you have a wicked awesome day. Celebrate well and enjoy. Cheers and beers to you. Hope you enjoy the show. Hope you have a wicked awesome day. Next on the list, Snapper! This guy, an absolute fruitcake, a great man indeed, a very good friend of mine, who I worked with in jolly old England. He's a badass crew dog. And Steve, I'm wearing it for you, bud. Yes, the greatest airplane that ever lived. T-Tail Mafia for life. We love it. our star lifter, the C-141. Definitely the greatest airplane ever, no doubt about it. My man Steve, always a pleasure and an honor chatting with you, BSing with you. We love the Yankees like we love getting kicked in the balls with a set of steel-toe boots. We can't stand them. You're an Orioles fan. Nothing wrong with that. You're from the area. You got every right to be. I'm a Red Sox fan. Hey, we're true homers. Damn right. It's the only way to be. But Steve, my friend, hope you're doing well living in Hawaii. A great state indeed, by the way. You schmuck. But hope you enjoy the show. Always a pleasure chatting with you. Hope you have a wicked awesome day. And I hope the Colts beat your Ravens. I do. Because I don't want my Patriots to have to play them because the Ravens do play us really well. So Steve, my friend, my buddy, a happy, hearty cheers and beers to you. Have a wicked awesome day. Next on the list, born the same exact month, day, and year as my good friend Steve Russell, would be the lovely Honorable Taylor Forfia. And a quiet lady, and I haven't heard from you in a long time. But I hope you're doing well. Now, I met her in high school. She's from Oak Bluffs, Massachusetts. And then you moved, if I'm not mistaken. And because you were supposed to graduate with us, Martha Vineyard Regional High School class of 1991, the greatest graduating class in the history of mankind, womankind, and it kind. But Taylor, never forgotten you. Never forgot your birthday either. And hope you enjoy the show. Hope you're doing well. Love to hear from you. You have a wicked awesome day. Celebrate well and enjoy. Cheers and beers. And finally, a badass crew dog that I worked with not only in California, the land of fruits and nuts, otherwise known as the Western Nevada, but I also worked with him in jolly old England. My man, Lord Wolfinator, Adam Wolf. Known you a long damn time, buddy, and happy birthday to you. Hope you're doing well. Missed the hell out of you, brother. Oh, by the way, have I got a celebrity birthday for you later on? Because you were born the exact same month, day, and year as the guy. So, and I'd say this, I like you a lot better than I do him. You'll see soon enough. Adam, my bud, hope life's treating you great. Always a pleasure hearing from you. Hope you enjoy the show. Have a wicked awesome day. Party hard and enjoy. Celebrate like it's 1969, minus the acid. With that said, that's our birthday shout-outs for today. Let's get to some additional shout-outs, shall we? My good friend Chelsea Belanger, Martha's Vineyard Regional High School class of 1992, a great friend of mine who I've known for over, I think, 30 years. I've known her forever, certainly at least 25 years, probably 30. Total sweetheart, absolutely beautiful, awesome, awesome lady. And I tell you what, we're always chatting it up back and forth. Last night, Chelsea, you were throwing out some great jokes out there when I posted that one funny-ass e-card. Oh my God, that was awesome. It's so funny, I'm not even going to say it on the air because if I do, wow, I know kids watch the show, so I try to limit it as much as possible. But Chelsea, that shit was hilarious. Awesome stuff. I wanted to give you a shout out and say, hey, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. I know you are. A big hearty cheers and beers to you. Have a wicked awesome day. Enjoy the show. And thank you for your viewership each and every day. Always a pleasure chatting with you. And, hey, when are you going to play Song Pop again? I want to beat you, or at least attempt to. Don't be scared. Alright, next on the list. And I forgot to mention it. A couple days ago, this lovely lady, a computer geek indeed, she got a pay raise. She got a job promotion. My good friend Whitney Young, living in Florida. I met her in Bible camp, where we found God, learned a lot of scripture, found good beer, stuff like that. We came together, one team, one fight. Teamwork makes the dream work, and it happened. And I just want to say, Whitney, congratulations. I'm very, very, very proud of you. Whitney has actually helped me out. I had computer issues, and I hit her up on the old Facebook, and then I called her, and we talked it up a bit. Total sweetheart. Oh, and by the way, she's stunningly gorgeous, too. And when you're a total sweetheart and you're beautiful, wow, what a rare combination. Whitney, you know me. I always tell it like it is. And you are totally cool. A great friend indeed. And I'm sorry on that trip to Florida I wasn't able to hang out with you, see you. It would have been really cool if I could have. But hey, just want to say, mighty proud of you. And congratulations on the job promotion. And I give you the Love Doctor salute. That's right. Have a wicked awesome day. And hey, celebrate it. Do that. I'll celebrate with you. Next on the list, my man, bubble chasing badass, Michael Rainey. I worked with him in jolly old England. A great man indeed. A great friend. And dude, I just want to say, hey, you know, I'm glad you're doing great. I really am. You know. See, my friend, you know, roads in England are worthless as boobs on a boar. Alright? They're horrible. And he was behind somebody, and somebody decided that person wanted to slam the brakes. Oh, at 60 miles per hour. They slammed the brakes. Well, hello. Sometimes roads are wet, you can't stop in time. And he was well under the speed limit. He could have hit her, lose control. So what'd he do? Rather than hitting her, rather than going to oncoming traffic and, God forbid, kill somebody, nope, he sacrificed his own car. Jerked it off. Not like that, folks. Get your mind out of the gutter. Went into a ditch, rolled over, and thank God because he was smart, wearing a seatbelt, perfectly fine. And, hey, I just want to say, bro, thank God. Tell you right now, as somebody who survived a 4-time car rollover, because a friend of mine fell asleep behind the wheel and I happened to be in the car and I suffered a broken neck because of it. Count your blessings, brother. Count your blessings. All right. Ain't your time to go yet. So enjoy life each and every day. If the day ends in a Y, it's a good day. Folks, I can't stress that enough. Focus positively on life and always live life in a good mood the way Reverend Dr. B does each and every day. I love life itself and it's a blessing. And hey, Michael, my friend, hey, thank you for doing what you did. You're a hero in my book, no doubt about it. Next on the list, my good friend Chris Carnes. Love playing this man in Song Pop, but see, he was a leader of men and women in hits. And I worked with him in good old California, land of fruits and nuts, where we're fellow cat gods. That's right. And Chris, always a pleasure chatting with you. He's also a fellow Masonic brother like this guy. That's right. And Masonic folks, what do? We are all about, drawing a blank here, oh my goodness. We are all about taking care of the community, doing a lot of charity work. That's what Masons do. It's a group of good men, good, moral, Christian men. Well, can't even say, you know, you have to believe in a supreme being. But that's what I could say. And I'll tell you what, it's like a fraternity, man. It really is. It's a brother. Excuse me. It's a brotherhood. And I'll tell you what, good folks are Masons. If they're not good, they are kicked out. Period. End of story. And I saw it happen. But Chris, a Charger fan, wicked hardcore, and I know you were proud to see Norv Turner and AJ Smith get that big fat GFY because they certainly deserved it. And Chris, I just want to say thank you for helping me become a better man, which I have over the years because of your leadership and guidance. You're a great friend. And brother, I salute you. As I knock off my hat almost. Cheers and beers to you. Have a wicked awesome day. And I gotta say it. See? GNC Posse. That's what we do. That number is the best number ever. I think you folks will understand that. It's the second one of those ever made. And of course, you gotta have the Dr. Baker. But that was before I became ordained. So nowadays it would say Reverend Dr. B. But anyway, two more shout outs. My good friend, this one's going a little longer than expected. I'm sorry, but I am tired. That's probably why I'm rambling a little bit. Little Fetus, my man Robert Calise from Agawam, Massachusetts. I worked with him in jolly old England, badass crew dog, a great man, and a definite positive influence on young folks. This guy knows how to enjoy life. He's a great man, a professional, hard worker. Robert, Little Fetus, much love to you, brother. Fellow masshole one to another, no homo. I just got to say, I miss the hell out of you, buddy. And keep doing what you do. Stay positive. Enjoy life. And brother, I miss you big time. Come on down here to Yeehaw, Texas, otherwise known as Southern Oklahoma. We need good people like you. I miss working with you. and I want to work with you again. So, cheers and beers to you. Hope you enjoy the show. And finally, hanging out with him on Fodwaddle this morning, my man from Sandwich, Massachusetts, one, the only, Brandt Latimer. Dude, great seeing you this morning. I hadn't seen you since last year, man. It's been a while. But hey, how about them Patriots, huh? How about them Red Sox? We'll see about that. Celtics. Time to blow that shit up. Bruins, we missed the hockey. Ugh. NHL lockout, big fat GFY. And hey, Brandt, I just want you to know, go to Fitzy. Fitzy01821. That's FITZY01821. Or look up the post that I post about this guy. I'm telling you, phenomenal guy, friend of mine, Paul Fitzy Fitzgerald. The guy's a freaking fruitcake. He really is. And Brandt, dude, you were so right. He said it, and we couldn't agree more. Hey, you can't have eliminated or elimination without Eli. Eli goes into elimination and eliminated. Eli Manning, ha! Take that, you prickless wonder. Jackass. Big fat GFY to you. You missed the playoffs. Alright, now let's get to some celebrity birthday, shall we? How about this guy? He's become more of a legend in death than he was while he was alive. Because he's the author of the Lord of the Rings trilogy. J.R.R. Tolkien, born on this day in 1892, passed away in 1973 at the age of 81. How about this guy? Mel Gibson, 57 years old today. Braveheart, Lethal Weapon, Mad Max. Guy's a badass, legendary actor. Pretty damn cool actor, too. A little bit of a fruitcake, but hey, it's alright. Sometimes it's what it takes. And then we got this celebrity birthday. Remember Adam Wolf? I was talking to you earlier. This guy, born on January 3rd, in the year of our Lord, 1981. Well, what day of the week was that, Reverend Dr. B? Well, simple. Because January 3rd, 1979 fell on a Wednesday. So, 1980 fell on a Thursday because the leap year hadn't occurred yet. And then, 1981, by then the leap year is accounted for. Eli, I wish I was as good as Tom Brady. Manning was born January 3rd, 1981 on a Saturday. Look it up. If I'm wrong, let me know. You're getting a special shout out. If I am correct, the first person who verificates that, let me know. You'll get a special shout out anyway. Alright? So Eli Manning, you bastard. Born on this day, January 3rd, 1981 on a Saturday. Way to screw up your parents' weekend, you prick. But anyway, yep, he's 32 today. Danica McKellar, excuse me. Hard to believe. 38 years old today. Remember her? Winnie in the Wonder Years? Yeah, I know I do. Cute. How about Alex D. Linz? Now, he's 24 years old today. You probably haven't heard of him. He was in Home Alone 3, but he was in a movie that's near and dear to my heart because I'm in the movie. The Race to Space, filmed in California, February 2000. I know, I was a background extra, and I met this young man. Played as an 8-year-old, but he was actually 11. Alex D. Linz. I met him and James Woods and Annabeth Gish. The Race to Space, great movie if you've never seen it. It's when we send the chimpanzee into space and the chimpanzee comes alive. Remember, the lake of the Russian dog was the first living creature sent into space but didn't come back. We sent the chimpanzee into space and the chimpanzee came back. Great movie, great family movie. And Alex, happy birthday to you, buddy. He is so cool, too. He really is. Real smart young man. Michael Schumacher, born on this day in 1969, Formula One driver. How about John Paul Jones, born on this day in 1946? My assistant producer and writer of the show, as well as creative consultant, Kevin Sherman, will appreciate the fact on that one because John Paul Jones is the co-founder of Led Zeppelin with Jimmy Page. How about this one? Bobby Hull. Born on this day in 1939, NHL legend, Hall of Famer, Chicago Blackhawks. There was another team he played for, and I forgot because I didn't write it down. And, of course, the father of Brett Hull, another Hall of Famer. Father and son Hall of Famers. Oh, yeah, Hull family. There you go. How about 81-year-old Dabney Coleman today? Another good actor indeed. And there's your birthday shout-outs for the day for celebrities. Random facts of the day. My good friend Justin Dimmitt hooked me up with this one. On this day, January 3rd, 1993, Star Trek Deep Space Nine first aired. 20 years ago today. Huge milestone. In fact, Avery Brooks was the Starfleet commander. By the way, Deep Space Nine, that was the only show that was not filmed on the spacecraft. So, now, Justin, I'm kind of screwing it up because I didn't write down your facts, and I was really busy at work, and it's late. It's already 10:30. I'm wicked tired. I didn't write down the entire facts, but I do know Avery Brooks, obviously the first African American leader of the Starfleet and stuff. And I know it was the only one that was not. They were actually in. It was not on the ship, filmed on the ship or something like that. It was actually filmed elsewhere. I'm screwing that one up. Justin, hook me up, and I promise you I'll get it tomorrow. So, hey, I'm not perfect. If I was perfect, I'd be playing third base with the Red Sox, and that'd be perfect to me. All right, so I apologize for that. Nobody's perfect. All right, we all make mistakes. Shame on me. I was busy as a dyke in a hardware store, to quote the late, great George Carlin. On this day, 1997, Bryant Gumbel's last show where he co-hosted for the Today Show. Yep. He was on there for like 15 years. On this day in 1959, Alaska was admitted as the 49th state in the United States of America. And happy Statehood Day, Alaska. Wicked awesome. On this day, 3 years ago, I thought this was kind of a cool fact I didn't know about. Australian researchers discovered the first plane taken to Antarctica in 1912. How about that? The first airplane ever to go to Antarctica. Way back in 1912. And it took till 2010 for them to discover it. Holy crap. Better late than never. On this day in 1987, Aretha Franklin, the Queen of Soul, was the first female inductee into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I know it sounds crazy. It took until 87. Well, guess what? The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame started in 1986, okay? So, it was only in the second year. But hey, Aretha Franklin, definitely a badass, still to this day. On this day in 1983, still an NFL record, 30 years ago today. Dallas Cowboy running back badass number 33, Tony Dorsett, set an NFL record with a 99-yard touchdown run from scrimmage versus the Minnesota Vikings. And that was in the playoffs, too. Now, see, Tony D, from the 1-yard line all the way to the end zone. So that's a record that really probably is never going to get beat. I think you might get credit with a full 100-yard run if it's like on the goal line and all the way, but that has not happened. So, incredible record. On this day in 1977, I didn't know this, Apple computers were incorporated. How about that? Wow. On this day in 1973, oh boy. Can't believe it was that cheap back then. George Steinbrenner, yep, that guy, bought the New York Yankees from CBS. CBS used to own the New York Yankees. I didn't know that. For $12 million. $12 million in 1973. Now you probably can't touch them for under $3 billion. Billion dollars. Okay? Wow. You got to give credit to George Steinbrenner. The guy was a genius. He was a dick, but he was a genius. On this day in 1957, the first electric watch was introduced in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Lancaster. That's Amish community. Interesting. Electric watch? Amish community? On this day in 1952, according to BrainyHistory.com, Dragnet first premiered on NBC TV. Now, I could have sworn the first episode was December 16th, 1951. And the second one was December 30th, 1951. And then the third episode, December 16th, and then January 3rd is when they aired the next one, I do believe, now I think of it. But December 16th, 1951 was the first one that I thought of. But some sources will say January 3rd, 1952 was the first. Whatever. Anyway, on this day in 1947, the first opening session of Congress was televised. And ironically, that same day, William Dawson was the first black individual, first African American to head the Congressional Committee. Wow, huge milestone, 1947, African American leading it. Wow. That's something. On this day in 1938, here's a big one. The March of Dimes was established to fight polio. Ironically, at the time, President Franklin Delano Roosevelt, remember, he had polio, got polio in 1920 or 21, I think it was. And ironically, March of Dimes, if you think about the dime, right after FDR passed away, who's on the dime? FDR. Coinky dink? Who knows? But just, I thought it was kind of ironic. On this day in 1922, speaking of coins, the first living person identified on a U.S. coin occurred. Yep. A man by the name of Thomas E. Kirby was put on the Alabama Centennial half dollar, and he was still alive. So yeah, you can't always say money is dead presidents, because that's not the case. Besides, Alexander Hamilton was never president, but he's on the $10 bill. There you go. Benjamin Franklin, enough said. On this day in 1920, probably the worst day in Boston sports history. Okay, certainly Red Sox history. This is the day that the curse of the Bambino began. Babe Ruth was sold to the New York Yankees for $125,000. Okay, owner Harry Frazee of the Boston Red Sox, the guy was a puke-infested goobish. And so, funny thing is, at one time he was a good owner, but then he started selling the team off, all the great players. After the 1918 World Series, after 1919, he started selling everybody, to include Babe Ruth. And the Red Sox went whoosh. The Yankees won their first World Series title a year later, I believe, in 1921. They hadn't won a single World Series. The Red Sox had already won 5, plus 1904 New York Giants baseball giants. John McGraw refused to play the Red Sox. So, Red Sox should have won in 1904 as well. That would have been 6. But anyway, ever since Babe Ruth was sold, the Yankees went on to 26 World Series titles. The Red Sox had none until the curse of the Bambino finally ended in 2004. And the Red Sox got that World Series title and another one in 2007 to prove that it wasn't a fluke. And then the Yankees got title number 27 in 2009. So, yeah, I give a big fat GFY to owner Harry Frazee. He sold the team over the years. He sold the team in 1933 to Tom Yawkey. The team was bankrupted. It was awful. Just awful. Thank you, Harry Frazee, for running my Red Sox into the ground, you freaking prick. And Yankee owner Jake Rupert, hey, you built a dynasty. What can I say? So, it is what it is. I still give it a big fat GFY. On this day in 1888, the first wax drinking straw was patented. On this day in 1876, the first free kindergarten in the United States of America, Florence, Massachusetts, by Marvin C. Stone. Oh no, first wax drinking straw patented by Martin C. Stone in Washington, D.C., 1876, first free kindergarten in the United States, Florence, Massachusetts, 1871. Oleomargarine was patented by Henry Bradley in Binghamton, New York. On this day in 1865, Cam Oram and Hugh O'Neill boxed 193 rounds before darkness ended the match. Can you imagine fighting a guy for 193 rounds? And it was bare knuckle back in those days. Wow. Boxing was brutal. On this day in 1847, Yerba Buena was renamed San Francisco. That's right. There you go. And finally on this day in 1624, the very first black child was born in America. His name, William Tucker. Awesome. Now you know. So, with that said, we need to get to, a quote of the day, of course. And this was actually posted by my friend Taylor Forfia, the birthday girl. I saw this as her favorite quote, and I loved it. And it reminds me of some friends out there who, are you really friends? And I hope you find out who. No person is your friend who demands your silence or denies your right to grow. And that was quoted by Alice Walker, the incredible author of a phenomenal novel, The Color Purple. There you go. Yep, so when you got friends that ignore you, that's kind of the way I took it. You got friends out there, supposed friends, and they ignore you, maybe you just need to say, you're not a real friend. I just get the GFY. So, enough said on that. I don't have an idiot of the day, although I think that translates. You're pretty much an idiot if you call yourself a friend and then you just throw your friend to the curb. All right, there you go. That's an idiot of the day in my book. Sorry. Let's bring it back to a laugh here, shall we? Oh, because this is a good one. Here's the joke of the day. I love this one. Why did the Lord give women nipples? To make suckers out of men. Well, now you know why we're such suckers. Yes, the show's over 30 minutes today. Sorry, it's my show and I got a lot to say. But anyway, we need to get to the song of the day. We definitely got to get to the babe of the day. And folks, we had a contest to see who would be the first babe of the day in the year of our Lord 2013. And she won by a single vote, Kaylee Cuoco. And yesterday I couldn't resist Tia Carrere as birthday girl / babe of the day. And boy, did that picture get a lot of action. 23 comments on it. That's how gorgeous she is. That picture, Justin, I gotta say, thank you, bro. That's the one I wanted. But anyway, today's babe of the day, this lady finished one vote behind Kaylee Cuoco. The lovely, sweet, gorgeous, innocent-looking Sandra Bullock. That's right. We all remember her in Speed, and she's been in a lot of those, a lot of chick flicks. She's a definite chick flick chick, but she's a beautiful one and a sweet, innocent one. Hard to believe she's like 48 years old now. Wow. But hey, Sandra Bullock, babe of the day, definitely well-deserved. And today's song of the day, some real rockabilly from 1955 from Yeehaw, Texas, otherwise known as Western Louisiana, or is it Eastern New Mexico? However you want to take it. Northern Mexico. This one, Johnny Carroll, one of the most underrated badasses in rock and roll history. And the song's called Two Time Me, One Time Too Often, 1955. Here you go, Johnny Carroll, the late great Johnny Carroll. I believe from Cleburne, Texas. I may be wrong on that. This one rocks, and so does she. I love that picture, by the way. All right. Look at that cute, innocent look. That's what the Love Doctor loves. If she ain't gorgeous, I don't know what is. Hello. Something about water pictures, always cool. Hey. Sandra Bullock getting a little badder in her years. I always remember her as that sweet, innocent lady. That's cute. Digging it. A little older and bolder there, but still gorgeous. Oh, look at that one, eh? Proving that even with short hair, she's still very sexy. I have a preference for longer hair myself, but, you know, she looked gorgeous. I would take her with that hair, too, with short hair. Love that picture. Love it. Beautiful smile. Stunningly gorgeous. Absolutely. I wouldn't have it any other way. Uh-oh. Meryl Streep, Sandra Bullock makeout. Oh, boy. For all you men and women that love that stuff, I ain't sharing my woman. Yeah, no. Again, older and bolder. Looking great. Sandra Bullock. Badass. I just realized I almost forgot the movie of the day. I'm glad I remembered. Wow. See if we can find one more really awesome picture of her to end it right. That's pretty nice. That one's really nice. In fact, I'm going to see if I can tip. Ah, there we go. Oh, yeah. Now we're talking. All right, folks. Since I forgot to add it, let's do it now. Today's movie of the day. Takes us back to 1989. One of my all-time favorites, Field of Dreams. If you're a baseball fan and have never watched this movie, you ain't a baseball fan. You need to watch this movie. If you build it, he will come. And Kevin Costner, who is a huge baseball fan in real life, excuse me, with these words, Iowa farmer Ray Kinsella, played by Kevin Costner, is inspired by a voice he can't ignore to pursue a dream he can hardly believe. And Ray Liotta is in the movie. Yeah, we remember him as Henry Hill in Goodfellas. And then, of course, the man with the ultra-trillion-dollar voice, a true legend in Star Wars, James Earl Jones, voice of Darth Vader. James Earl Jones, phenomenal voice, phenomenal actor. And Amy Madigan played as Kevin Costner's better half. Field of Dreams is an extraordinary and unforgettable experience that has moved critics and audiences like no other film of its generation. Basically, they builds a baseball field, cuts down a bunch of his corn in Iowa, and you see the Black Sox come out. 8 men out, 1980. You know, the 1919 Black Sox scandal. They come out first. A whole bunch of people come out, and it's just a great movie. I can't say enough. If you haven't watched it, please do. You will not regret it. I promise you. Great movie. With that said, folks, you know what we gotta do, right? Damn right, Reverend Dr. B. It's time to make Little Fetus and head out. So everybody take care. Have a wicked awesome night and day. Peace be the journey. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Don't do the I may spill you, drink, you might kill yourself or somebody else. And drinking and driving is dumber than being a Yankees fan. And what's dumber than that is rooting for douchebag cocksuckers like Eli. It's my birthday, but I'm still a piece of shit. Manning, or men slapping women, or racism, or animal abuse. Things like that are just plain stupid and definitely deserves a big fat GFY. So folks, I'm out of here. See y'all tomorrow. Talk to you later. Bye-bye. Bye.